Now, moving on to someone who has rooted in the soccer, and we've been talking about her, but from the perspective of her ex. This is Carol Sonnie. In case you're not aware, she is the ex to that man standing next to her by the name of Mulamwa. She is the one who has been thrown in the dirt, in the mud, in the ghetto. She's literally been put in anything except a good name, okay? By the ex who goes by the name of Mulamwa. And even more recently, we spoke about it yesterday, Mulamwa was still throwing shade, as in, this guy needs to quit. But it would seem that Carol Sonnie doesn't want to react to his drama. She's just speaking of her own journey. And on a post, she said, sometimes the strongest women are the ones who love beyond faults, cry behind doors, and fight battles that no one knows about. Keep your head up, queen. Hey, and I completely agree with that to a point. The only point I agree with that is keep your head up. The rest of the garbage about suffering and crying for other people, not in this day and age. It makes no sense for you to live in suffering, to live in torment, to constantly be doubting yourself, to constantly be in your own head about a whole other person. You need to put that, take it, just like take all that nonsense, put it on the side and worry about your own self. Because if you don't take care of yourself and you're taking care of other people constantly and consistently, you lose out on all the energy you could have been spending on yourself. Imagine if that one day you sit down, you've been worrying about your ex, you've been worrying about your partner because they're constantly stressing you and doing all kinds of garbage. If that day you take it out, forget that they exist in your life. Imagine how much R&R you can give yourself.
True.
Rest and relaxation. Because you are closing yourself off from bad vibes. And if there are no bad vibes coming in, there will be no bad vibes going out. And I really sympathize with the fact that really, honestly, this girl has been taken through the ringer when it comes to her ex. Because he's not only exposed her in terms of her womanhood and her childbearing status, he has exposed her in terms of her affairs and her relationship outside of their relationship, even with them having broken up. He has exposed her weaknesses in terms of being the provider and not so much providing. As in, he's made her, if there was any war that anyone would have been beaten, it is this one, because this girl has literally been beaten from all sides, financially, emotionally, mentally. So I understand her saying that it's tough and she has been crying and all of that, but I still feel like this shouldn't be the example that we need to follow. We need better examples. Yeah, but we sympathize with you, Sonnie.
Well, if it's not clout, because remember, there might be a possibility that it's all clout. And if that is the case, they're doing too much. However, if it is not clout, I do applaud the mature way you actually handled all of this, you know, regardless of him throwing all these things at you, constantly talking about you. She never once talked badly about him, and I applaud that for him. And also, if it's not clout, and he actually showed up and invited to your photo shoot and inserted himself in your photo shoot and took pictures with you, then you're not actually setting boundaries. You know, you're giving this man some hope, some small hope. Aki, babe, I know I understand you're angry, but there's some small hope we might actually get back together. Because if you're talking about me badly online, if you're not a follower of Billie Eilish and you're out here spreading my name, saying the most about me, revealing deep and dark secrets, posting pictures of blood, my blood, on social media for clout, for what? So it would be very unfortunate if after all of this, after all has been said and done, you actually go back to this same person.
It
would be very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So just, you know, keep doing your thing, set clear boundaries with this man. If he is the father, well and good. You can have an arrangement. If he's not the father, well and good. And also, I won't even talk about this story anymore in my life, like anymore, because do not talk about people who have actually slept together. Watu wamelala kitanda moja. Wamejifunika duvet moja. Don't talk about them, because, you know, we don't know how it's going to end up.
Yeah, truly and honestly, I feel like in this case, they even forget us guys. They need to take a rest. Like, they need to take a beat because it's been a lot. We've heard too much.